we need to talk about the absolute state of modern women. Because recently a TikToker shared her experience of sleeping with 100 men within the span of 14 hours. I can't say anything else. We're going to watch the video and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, let's watch the video first. Here we go, guys.
I was just speechless when I watched this.
I went viral for letting 23 guys run a train on me with my friend Bonnie. Now, that video is actually out now, so if you want to check that out, you know where to go. But if you want to be a part of the next one, I'm actually doing 100 guys in one day. So head on over to my Twitter to find out how to apply. Morning, so today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys. How many condoms I have, for fuck's sake. I think this is all I'm going to do with my hair and makeup today. Just a bit of bronzer and a bit of blush. I'm running a little bit late, I think. It'll be totally fine.
As long as you're not late after, am I right?
Ooh, looking too bad.
Eating a croissant on the way to my orgy. Like, what is this?
Make it back on.
How are you doing? How's it going so far? How many are we on? 8 guys. You enjoying yourself?
Where are the captions? The audio is horrible.
Ew.
Skipping around.
First group scene done. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm on to number 16. Currently 7 p.m. About, I think about 70 people through. This is what the room is looking like. Not in the best
I think there was a lunch break.
Maybe.
state. We've kind of got things everywhere. Someone brought me a rose. Oh my god, I forgot to vlog this. Someone brought me a fucking rose. He was the sweetest boy ever. Got ran through by 101 men, and my eyes are still recovering.
Can I ask a question? Why 101?
Just to set the record. Just
From all the bodily fluids that went in them. So yesterday I got ran through by 101 guys. Don't mind this, someone actually bit my lip. But last night I didn't end up having a shower. Well, I didn't wash my hair in the shower just because I was too tired. But I want to show you guys the aftermath of what it's like to get ran through by that many guys in one
why
day.
would we want to know? I don't know.
I feel like I've been hit by a bus. I am so achy.
I mean, it was a train that hit you,
for
not a bus.
hours. We went from 9 a.m. till about 11 p.m. I think it was.
Okay.
So obviously she's doing this to promote her OnlyFans. We already know that. It's very clear that that's what she's doing. She's trying to make all of these simps see the video and subscribe to her OnlyFans. But this reminds me of the woman in Australia that we were recently talking about. She set a goal for herself to sleep with over 600 men within 2024. And she, before that, slept with 300 men in 2023. And I said, someone like this needs to have not only an intervention, but this person needs to be locked up in an institution for the rest of their lives. Like, you can't make decisions for yourself. Clearly, you're out of your mind. Mm-hmm. And you need to be locked up and put in a straitjacket and a chastity belt. I say that again for this woman. That is the only logical course of action.
Mary, but why do you care?
Why do you care so much? Just let people destroy their lives. Why do you care?
This is actually one of the ones where I don't care, and maybe I'm the bad person here because I just don't care what she does with her life. Mary's the better person who actually does care and wants to see this lady get the help Mary thinks that she needs. I'm just like, bro, some people you can't help.
Do you think that she is mentally ill?
Look, I have no idea. Is it just the weight of whatever your home life was, modern feminism, and the ease of making money via internet porn? I don't know.
We have a 20 from Nate. This is why we used to do bonfires, if you know what I'm saying. LOL, Salem style. Okay, we're not endorsing that. Disavow. But I think you can clearly see no person who is well adjusted and had a good upbringing would ever end up in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Okay. And clearly, if she were making the right decisions for her life, this would not be one of them.
Yeah.
Right? You can at least agree with me on that.
I did see that. Did you see that Karina Kopf retired her OnlyFans after making like $60 million in 3
I didn't
years?
see that she left. Did she say why?
She said link no longer in bio.
She didn't explain it any further.
She made her bag.
We have another 20 from Geek Fan. Brett, I haven't tuned into the show in a couple weeks, so you probably know, but the best Taco Bell item is double-decker tacos are back.
I didn't know. Well, they have the double stacker taco, which I get pretty regularly, but the double decker taco has like beans between the hard shell and the soft shell taco. I'm sure this lady in this video did something similar when she was in her video. Anyways, continue.
One person had a take saying, hot take, but actually the men in this video are the problem.
If one is the problem, then they're both the problem. You don't get to choose.
Everyone involved in that video was the problem. Literally everyone in that that video has serious problems.
Yeah. Like you don't get to pass it off. If you are we can have our opinions on whether something here is wrong or not. Mary has her opinions on whether something here is wrong or not. The people on the other side of this who are saying that there is one group responsible or one person responsible for the bad side of this is wrong. Either all of them or none of them. You can't have it either way.
Mm-hmm. Another take, if someone is engaging in forms of extreme self-harm and you react by signing up to make sure they do it, you need to reevaluate and reflect on the person you've become. The shame is on every man who lined up for this. They deserve the worst.
I wonder if the first dude paid extra. Be done first.
Oh, right. That you pay a premium for that. No, I'm sure they weren't paying. This is her own promotion. Yeah. She gets the promotion for her OnlyFans, and they get to have sex with
first
that.
Dude's name is like Andy Ames, and he's like, thank God, alphabetical order.
Mm-hmm. It's just so, it's so dark. But it's true. This person is engaging in self-harming behavior. And usually when that happens, you take away someone's right to make decisions for themselves if they're a danger to themselves.
Modern society, unfortunately, Mary, does not consider this self-harming behavior.
No one who is sane would be doing this. Mm-hmm. But she's going to scream from the rooftops that this is empowering. And if you don't take her at face value, you're not being a good feminist.
Yeah.
And I, fortunately, don't care about being a good feminist. Gordon Shumway sent us a 20. When I was in the Army, a bunch of guys in my platoon ran a train on a girl in the barracks over the weekend. A week later, they all had chlamydia. Karma is undefeated. That sounds fake, but...
I wonder if any of the dudes cheated on their STD test.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up is Lily Allen selling feet pics. She claims that she's making more money from selling feet pics than revenue from streaming on Spotify.
Yeah, if you don't know who Lily Allen is, she's a musician.
I didn't even know that this was her side hustle.
Yep.
What's going on?
I thought we talked about it. Or maybe it was one of those things where I never sent it to you because I figured you would send it to me.
She said, imagine being an artist and having nearly 8 million monthly listeners on Spotify, but earning more money from having 1,000 people subscribe to pictures of your feet. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
It's what it's like to be under the boot of capitalism.
I'm going to hate the player and the game every time. That's my motto now.
Yeah.
Does anyone think for a second that they're above anything?
What do you mean?
I mean, it's weird, right? Because women talk so much these days about how they deserve princess treatment. And I expect this and that from men.
But doesn't that run...
They should treat me like a princess, and I deserve to be treated like the prize, and I deserve, to be taken on luxury vacations and this and that. But I mean, when I just looked at this video, I thought, like, yeah, you deserve better than this because you're a human being and this is below anyone's human dignity.
Okay.
But it's all the superficial stuff where women talk about, I deserve princess treatment.
Well, nobody finds any beauty in the things that you're talking about, into the real world stuff. The superficial stuff is all people care about now.
And there's just, it's so, like, the vulgarity just constantly gets worse and worse. You sent me, this woman used her own period blood for her Halloween costume.
Yeah, to play Chucky.
She spread her own period blood all over her face to play as her Chucky costume. And
that's the most feminist thing ever. Period blood art is the height of feminism.
I thought that feminism actually evolved past the whole period blood thing, but I guess we're circling back. She said people found it strange and thought that it could bring bad energy, but I wanted to give the costume a more authentic touch.
I mean, what about just hygienically?
I thought using my own blood would make the look more real and more shocking. I think Halloween is about breaking free from conventions and exploring the darker side of oneself.
Remember when I said that whenever things like this get made, they always have the reasonable sounding explanation or the artistic sounding explanation. When they made the Scream movies, remember there's the scene at the end of the first film when Billy is revealed to be alive and he licks his fingers and he goes, corn syrup. Same stuff. He's like, same stuff they use for pig's blood in Carrie. They didn't have to use period blood to make Billy Loomis look dead in Scream 1. They were able
but
to
it's
do
just,
it.
if they did, it's just more authentic.
Yeah.
Thoughts
on all of it? It's
because you seem to be so not like shocked by any of it.
None of this shocks me.
You're just like
the only part
jaded.
Yeah, I mean, degeneracy and this type of stuff has existed for a millennia, and it will always exist. What's interesting?
Okay, to say that this is not unprecedented in the modern era.
There was a girl who had sex with like 900 dudes in 24 hours, and that was ages. Like, this is nothing new. Like,
okay, I'm saying
the difference is now is that they're doing this themselves, and it's becoming a form of, I guess, like your own personal business rather than doing so for a company. Like, now you're just an independent contractor working for yourself rather than working for a porn brand. Like, none of this shocks me.
The OnlyFans aspect of it is completely unprecedented. And I do think just in absolute numbers, the amount of promiscuity and degeneracy and vulgarity is at a peak right now.
I think there's more access to it, and it's less critiqued than it's ever been. I would agree on that. I don't think that human behavior has changed that much in this period of time. Just people's access to the technology that allows them to put that out. Like when I saw the period blood one, I'm like, wow, it's like I've been transported back in time to early fourth wave feminism, when this was the type of art that was considered edgy and artistic.
Right.
None of it shocks me. The only one that I found kind of shocking, I guess a little bit, was the Lily Allen one.
When people act out like this, it's a cry for help.
Yeah.
And they're acting out in the same way that a child would act out, because they're looking for a reaction. They want the negative attention. They need negative feedback, and they pretend that they want to be celebrated, but in reality, when people are doing something they know they should be ashamed of, and they do feel shame about it, the way that they portray that online is that they're proud and they're empowered, and it's a lie.
When I see these types of things, I don't even know if they think that requires a level of introspection I don't think actually exists in most of modern society. Like, your ability to think this through and give it a rational output, I don't know if the people engaging in this type of thing are going that far.
Okay, if it were just about doing what they do and enjoying it, they would not broadcast it. They're broadcasting it because they need to overcompensate for a feeling of shame about what they've done.
Financial incentive goes a long way for a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the money, like you mentioned earlier, princess treatment equals materialism, money. that is cash is king in current year. I mean, cash is always king. Cash is king. Sex sells. Not always a great recipe for success in society.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.